Hey, what's up, guys? It's Fibonacci. I'm going to show you real quick how to use Goldman stacks. So first things first, I'm going to show you how to add it to the chart in case you need to do so. Go ahead and click the indicators up here. Go ahead and go to invite only scripts. In this case, I'm on favorites only because I own the scripts. I don't need an invite only, but go to invite only, click Goldman stacks v2 and the signal script, both of them. v2 is the back tester, signal script is the one that gives you the alerts. Now they're both on your chart. And go ahead and click the format, which is the gear icon right here. Click that. You can change the inputs if you need to change the settings or whatever, although the default settings are fine. And again on the V2, so make sure they match. The signal script and the V2 need to match. And then if you need to set alerts, go ahead and click this alerts button over here, the clock on the right side of the screen. And go to add, click Goldman from the drop down here. And then you click buy. Make sure they're both on buy. One's for bar close. And then you can go to, whatever you need to change here. Show pop-up, sound, email, whatever you need to do. The typical one for most people will probably be show pop-up, sound if you want it. I use sound. And then email to SMS or whatever you want to do. And then just name it whatever you want. So like buy 2-hour FUSD Goldman. That kind of thing. Click create. And that's it. Do one for buy, one for sell. Then refresh your chart. Make sure you do both of them. So one buy, one sell, and then make sure to refresh the chart. Good to go. And also, and that's it. So let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you how I actually use this thing. So let's say you're in this short here from 485 and you wrote it all the way down to September 13th, 202. So that was a long trade. It was July 19th all the way to September. So this is really a home run hitting trend bot. It's not laser precise. It's not really meant to be. It is sometimes actually pretty damn precise, but I'm just going to show you guys actually how to use him here. So I don't recommend using a lot of leverage with this bot just because it's not really that precise. But if you keep using him over a couple of months, you will make quite a bit. It's a very profitable bot. So anyway, let's get into it. So September 13th, we had a buy here. Let's just pretend like it's today, and it bought at, let's say, 204. Cool. Go ahead and buy. I just put my stop under like this block here. Yeah, there we go. Like 184 kind of thing. So you can adjust your position sizing accordingly with like 1 times leverage, because that's about 10% roughly. And then we're in the buy. And then the other thing too, there's so many ways to use them, but I'll just show you the easiest way to use them. You can go ahead and click over to the 2-hour notorious on September 13th there. And zoom in here. See, he's also long. So he sold September 17th here. Zoom out a little bit. So it's in a long. And then you can go ahead and take profit on this sell here. So you're in from about 203, take profit here about 216. And then let's say you want to short this, right? So 216. So go ahead and short it. You can short the next candle. You can short a little bit up here. If you want to pull fibs, you can do that as well. But just to keep it really simple, you can just short the next candle. If you guys are a little more advanced, you can pull fibs and then short the 62, the 70. See what I shorted about 218 to 220. All right, and then I put the stop above that old high there, right there, that red line. And then once we blow this low out right here, I put my stop to break even. So once we break that right here, I'll put that to break even. So we're short from about, let's call it 217. Write it down. You can use it with Confluence for this other bot because he's not really that precise, really, with some of the trades. He does catch the huge trends, but if you want to essentially catch more of the middle-sized trades, you can do that with using the 2-hour notorious bot. So let's say we dropped here, we're stops at break even, we're short from about 217, price is about 195 now. This was on September 17th. So we got a buy on the 2 hour, so about 207. So you can go ahead and take profit using this 2 hour as well. Hopefully they're making sense here. But basically, so you're short here from Goldman 2 hour at 217. Price dropped, your stop's at break even. We got a buy signal here on the 2 hour. So you can go ahead and take profit on that. So you can go ahead and close that out. Now, you can go ahead and buy using this bot as well. This bot's great. Put the stop below this bottom here. You can go ahead and take that buy there at 209. Now, so this was the buy there. So you can see that Notorious is buying a lot quicker than he bought down here at 209. If that was the case and you bought down here at 209, you could just ride this up, hit 251, and then you can go ahead and take profit on the sell here about 235. So that's a nice little trade there. If you didn't take that 2 hour Notorious long, that's fine too. But it's a little more profitable, I think, if you do that. You catch more of the middle size moves. If you do switch from 2 hour Goldman to 2 hour Notorious like that, you'll want to revert to the 2 hour Notorious. So say we're long here. Now we're going to go back. Whenever Goldman sells or whenever this sells, we'll take profit on that long. So we're long from 209, trending up. This one bought. Okay, that's cool. We're already long. And then we get a sell here at 236. You can go ahead and take profit like that. So got a nice little long entry there. Now for this stop, we're going to short it using Goldman because Goldman really is taking precedent here. Short from 236. Put the stop over this last high right there, 250. Stop to break even once this low breaks. Get that nice drop. Get another buy. You can go ahead and close it there. Go ahead and take profit using the 2 hour Notorious. So we just shorted, made a nice little short down to 214, took the profit. And again, if you revert now back to the 2 hour Notorious, you're long from let's call it 214. I put my stop under that recent low right there, about 200. All right, and then let's go to Goldman. So boom, we got a nice little pop into that optimal trade entry. So we pull fibs from this top high here to this bottom here, and then a bounce up into the 62 to 79 is going to be, as long as this is still in a sell, that's another area you can short. Right there. So right in, boom, right there. Now you can go ahead and the signal script will turn on so you can see it. It actually shorted again. So we took profit here, and if you took this long, that's fine. It's sold here, so you can just take profit there as well, of course. So if you're using Goldman, you can take this sell here and short this fib right here. So you can short the 62 fib right there, or you can short the next candle. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you're fine. And then if I did that, I'd put the stop next to this, above this old high right there, 241. You're short from like 230 to 231. All right, and then you hold that short, and so we're still in our short here from about 230, 231, and we drop a little bit, keep the stop up here, and then we got a buy signal, which was actually in the optimal trade entry right there on the 62. So we go ahead and close the short, that's fine. It's about break even. And if I took that long, I would just put the stop down here under that last low right there. So like 223. And got another sell here, so we go ahead and short it here about 226. Put the stop above that last high, about 235, and we just hold that short, and then boom, we get a nice drop, nice short. And then when we get another buy signal from the 2 hour, you can hold it. Let's see what happened here. Yep, you can go ahead and take profit here with this 2 hour buy signal here at about 195. So you're short from about up here. Took profit here on the 2 hour Notorious. And then you can long this if you want using Notorious. If you did that, you just go ahead and put the stop down here. That's how I use them. Right under that low, and then you ride this up. So we took profit about here using the 2 hour Notorious. And Goldman is still short here. So you go ahead and let's go ahead and go over here. So if we took that long from the 2 hour Notorious, we can go ahead and take this next short here, which was 204. And then if you did that, you go ahead and just put your stop above that high. Right there, like that. So you're short from about 205, stop up here about 225. Which is about here. You could also take this next one here if you wanted, but either one's fine. And we're going to ride that down, and we got a buy, so we close it, 201, so we close that short. Sell signal, November 3rd. So for this one, I would just go ahead and put the stop right here if we took that short. If you took this long, that's fine too. Either way is fine. If you took that long, you could put this stop down there below that low, and you just hold that long from 196. Or if you took this short here, which obviously wasn't a winner, that's fine too. Just not every trade's going to win, but put the stop there about 205 short, and then get the buy signal here. So probably would have got stopped out, or you could have switched to the buy real quick. The signal went off right about right. Yeah, probably would have got stopped out. So you would have went long about 204. Not a big deal. Or if you were long Notorious, you could have been long here about 195. Either way, it's all good. So let's pretend like we got stopped out and we took this long here about 205. Now we're long 205. I go ahead and put my stop down below that last low. Like right here. Below that low. We're long from 205. And then we ride this up. Boom. Sell signal. Nice little long. Take profit 216. And then I go ahead and put that stop up here. Above that high. It's about 225, 226. Now we're short from about 217. And bang, just death. So this is really what the bot's good for. It doesn't win massive home runs every single week or month or anything like that, but when it does win, it's huge. You're talking 25, 50% wins. I mean, it's massive. So you just gotta be patient with this guy. So we're short from 216. Our stop was up there above that high. And we just rode this thing down. I mean, as soon as this broke this low right here, you could have put your stop at break even. That's fine. And let's go over here. So yeah, this spot's still short from about 204. Notorious is. And we're writing it down. So let's just say hypothetically you took this buy here, you took profit 172. That's fine. So you shorted about 216 to 173. Nice trade there. This stayed short the entire time. So Goldman would have stayed short. That's great. Let's just say hypothetically you took this buy here. That's fine. And you switched to Notorious and went short again at about 168. So you're still short. It's all good. And then boom, 168 to 105. So now you just hold it, and the spot is still long. So that's it. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll talk to you guys about it in group if this doesn't make sense or if I confused you guys. I can record another video. It's all good. But hopefully that helped you guys out, and it's an easy way to use Goldman, and hopefully you guys have a lot of success with them, and I'll talk to you soon.